Hello everyone, it's Zaltrider here and welcome to another week in toys. Today is Tuesday the 19th of March and I've got a couple of parcels for you. I've been working away for the last couple of days. I had one parcel arrive yesterday and this big fella arrived today. This was from Comics and Cocktails, the other parcel was from Smyths Toys. So shall we open up this bad boy and see if Hasbro have got me again. So it is the Autobot Selects 5-pack, the Legacy United Selects lot of bots, and I've already opened this up now. Of the 5 Autobots, yes, we've got Jazz from Studio Series 86, we've got Sunstreaker from Earthrise, Trailbreaker from Earthrise, this Wheeljack that's been released about a million times but I think was originally from Earthrise, and Earth Mode Hound, the one that everyone was chasing. Now, the one thing that I will say is that it wasn't necessarily a Hound that made me buy this set. It was the fact that they've got rid of a hell of a lot of the clear plastic on these figures. I've actually sat there the other day and I've transformed a few of these, like Jazz and Sunny. And it was Sunny I was the most excited about out of this set, apart from Hound, of course. There are a lot of subtle differences in colour. So as I say, all the clear plastic is gone. We've got some lovely paint on the windscreen. More animation colours, like more greys instead of blacks on Trailbreaker. Wheeljack here looks good in bot mode, but in car mode he looks quite anemic. And of course, Hound looks really nice as well. No little cum rags at the back. All of the figures are attached. I'm going to go and take these off one at a time and I'll quickly show them you. I'm going to quickly show you Sunstreaker here. So this is one that is really, really nice. This is a massive upgrade. I've actually got his counterpart here. You can see how night and day they are. This was the original release. You can see different yellow, mismatched yellow on this. The paint on the top of the clear plastic didn't match. Always caused a bit of an issue. This is a beautiful Sunstreaker. Now, this is what we should have got in the first place, and I think it goes without saying that this is probably the same across the board for all of these. It's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful compared to this. Another thing I will say that is a big difference is that we've got so silver paint on the original face. This is more of the animation colour. We have got a bit of silver on the arms, which was originally yellow on this one, if you can see that. The main difference is an extra accessory. So Sunstreaker came originally with this like kind of engine blaster, which was awful, which looked a lot better on his back, but then of course he didn't have a weapon. This Sunstreaker can have that on the back and he's got a weapon as well. What a beautiful figure. That I'm really happy with. Really, really happy with that Sunstreaker. Beautiful. I always felt that Sunstreaker might need an upgrade in the future. A lot of these recent figures, they are the pinnacle versions of these characters. That feels like it is now. That's pretty awesome. Next up, Wheeljack. I checked Wheeljack and Sunstreaker first. Main reason, Sunstreaker, I really like the look of him, but there has also been reports about paint scratches on the front, which luckily I haven't got. The other report was that some people's Wheeljack's hips are too tight. His are tight, but they are moving. I think people have actually sheared off those hips completely. But yeah, Wheeljack here is exactly the same as the Earthrise toy, but in a lot better animation colours, which is what I want. If we were comparing, and I've got him in car mode here, but you can see the colours there are completely different. Now, one thing I will say about Wheeljack here is the car mode is very anemic. It's very plain. There isn't a lot of paint on it. This looks better in the robot mode than the car mode, to the point where I'm probably going to keep this Earthrise Wheeljack just for that vehicle mode because of how stunning it is with all this detail on. You can see here, compared to the side of the wheels, you've got a 683 there. A 638. You can see the completely different deco. You can see that this has got silver wheels. Like, this looks better in robot mode, but this looks better in car mode. But nevertheless, I think the bot mode's still an update, and we get rid of this almost nicotine white colour that we originally got to have something a little bit more crisp. That'll probably go yellow in 2 weeks' time, knowing Hasbro. So here is Trailbreaker in his animation colours. It looks a little bit darker on screen, probably because it's at night and it's darker, but you can see that this is the original colours of Trailbreaker. Again, no clear plastic. Again, painted details. A lot of the details are pretty similar, a little bit more muted on here. But there is a big difference in colour. This is really dark black, where this is more of a grey. And I know you can't see it with the light on the camera, but his sound, I think he's probably the weakest of the set, because I didn't mind the original Trailbreaker. But yeah, he's quite cool, and yeah, I'm happy to have him, but he's probably the one that I'm least excited about. Now, interesting thing about Jazz is he's got a little bit more of the toy deco on him than the original figure. So this is the original Jazz here from Studio Series 86. This is the other Jazz. I think actually we can fold it in, can't we? So this is the 5-pack Jazz. Did he come with a grappling hook? Or did I dream that? I don't know. But anyway, this is the Jazz from the 5-pack. This is the Studio Series 86 Jazz. You can see that this Jazz has got a little bit more deco on that was on the toy, which is interesting. But again, no clear plastic. The silver's been mainly turned to greys. It's lovely. Really, really nice figure. Really, really nice. A little bit looser than the other ones, but not too bad. Definitely a better version of Jazz to go in with the collection. And then we got the final one. The reason why a lot of people have bought this set, Earth Mode Hound, even though I was happy to have Detritus, because I haven't got a version of that character, he should have been the mainline release. And the only way to get Hound shouldn't be in this 5-pack, and it's naughty Hasbro, but there we go. Let me get Hound all set up. I think it's meant to go in that side. He says a little bit loose in his shoulder, and we've got his hologram thing. Yeah, there we are. We've got Hound as well. I can't really compare you to Hound because I have the Universe one, the one that came with the Ravage, so I can't really give you a comparison of that. But yeah, we've got Hound here. Very nice. Nice and tight in places. This is a little bit loose on the shoulder. This is actually painted. To me, that should have been plastic, but the match is pretty good. Yeah, it works for Hound. It works well for Hound. Yeah, happy to have him. And that is a 5-pack. So yeah, I've just spent God knows how much on, oh God does know how much, on 5 figures I've already got, but they are updated. And to get to the point where over the last couple of weeks that I bought this 5-pack and I've bought Blaster, I always said that I wanted the most definitive version of the G1 characters. And in fairness to the Blaster that I got last time round and to these 5, they are probably the definitive cartoon versions of these characters. So I had to upgrade them. Right, yeah, then let's see what else I got from Smiths. And I ordered this before I ordered them. They only took a day to come. There's a couple of things in the sale on Smiths. So let me show you what I've got. So the first one is another Mutant Turtle. I got Raphael for £9. I'm not going to open him up now because I've just opened 5 robots up, but here's one that I'm going to open up probably later in the week. Pretty cool. Here we'll go nicely with Leonardo, and I'm too short now. I need Donny and I need Mikey. So that was the one thing. And then the other thing I bought for $11.99 in the sale is Rise of the Beasts Optimus Primal. I've heard this toy's quite good. I am not a fan of the robot head on the Studio Series version, so I thought maybe I can display this one in robot mode, and he comes with his 2 swords and that kind of stuff, so he'll be alright. So I picked up him. I don't know if he's a retool of the Optimus Primal we had in Kingdom, but yeah, he was $11.99 in the set. And I've also got, and I got this a while back, but this Optimus Prime is also in the sale for £11.99. This would be great to pick up. If you haven't got this Optimus Prime for a 12 quid, pick it up because it's great. But I opted to get Optimus Primal, so I'm happy to have that as well. So that was a pretty expensive but fun day. Really, really happy with that. I think my favourite one out of all this set is Sunstreaker. Like everything I've picked up today, this Sunstreaker oozes quality. Really, really nice. Exciting times to be a Transformers fan, buying a shitload of repaints. Let's see what else this week will bring. Today is Saturday the 23rd of March, and I was expecting to show you one more thing. And there's been a lot of things that have just appeared, or been found, or been gifted me. So yeah, I'll start off with the one thing that I thought I would be showing you before I wrapped up this week in toys. So I have been looking at getting some Armada figures I didn't have and completing some of the ones that I've been missing. Now, one of the things I was missing is one part. I think it was a runway from my original Star Saber toy. I don't know where it's gone. It's not with the rest of my Armada toys. It's gone missing somewhere from when I left my parents, and maybe I've left it in the old house, who knows. Maybe it's still in my parents' house, who knows. But I've been looking for a set to complete the Star Saber. I've bought the Dark Saber and the Energon Saber in this time frame as well. So this is kind of one of the last ones to complete. And Runway was on eBay. It was a little bit more than I wanted to pay. He was £13, £12.99 plus postage. So this guy here at the top. But I am able to finally finish my Star Saber. I didn't want to rebuy a whole set for like 50 quid or 40 quid. I think there were 35 at TFN. I didn't want to pay that much because I only really needed this one. So I've been playing the long game, and eventually I've got it. So I'm really happy to have recompleted my original Star Saber. He's a good nick. He's going to stay in Star Saber mode, and I'm very, very happy about that. Now, I went to B&M the other night, and there hasn't been any good stuff in B&M for a long, long time, in my opinion, Transformers-wise. Yes, there's been the Authentics ones, but there's been no discounted stuff. Anyway, I went in there and they had some Rise of the Beast figures. One I've opened and one I haven't, but these were $6.99 each. I picked up Pablo or Wheeljack here with the Arse Cannon Rhinox in slightly different colours to the one I've got, so that's quite nice. But yeah, Wheeljack here was $6.99. I've seen him for a tenner, and I was, well, for £7 I couldn't moan really. I've got the Optimus, and Oliver's got the Optimus Primal, so I didn't really need to buy that. So yeah, I picked up him for $6.99. He is in B&M stores at the moment. As I say, with the Optimus with the chainsaw, and with Primal with the snow tiger crossbow thing. But they also had a figure which I think was never released over here, and it is the Rise of the Beasts RC from the same line. And this figure is lovely. I've opened this one up. It comes with the Cheetor figure, which is, I think, exactly the same, is it? Oh no, we've got a slightly different grey on it. A slightly different grey colour. So this is more white, this is more grey. But yeah, she is lovely. She is probably the best Rise of the Beast RC figure. If you compare it to the core class figure, which I think is here, this one is much more accurate. It's not a bad toy at all. Motorbike mode is a little bit compromised, but it's even got the wheels on the back. Really, really nice. And this was the same price as Pablo Wheeljack, $6.99. Got decent articulation. It's got head swivel. It hasn't got anything in the waist, but it's got ball jointed shoulders, ball jointed elbows, wrist swivel. It's got ball joints on the hips, bend at the knee, no ankle pivot, no feet movement at all actually. But you know what? It's a really, really nice RC. Really, really nice. Really happy to have it. I think it looks stunning, to be fair. It is. Yes, it's out of scale with the rest of the Rise of the Beast figures, but I think it is the best Rise of the Beast RC figure we've had, which is really cool. So yeah, check out your B&Ms if you fancy one of those. Now, there's been a couple of pre-orders hit this week, and some of them have come quicker than others. This one arrived today, and I'm going to open it up for you. So what I've got here is Legacy Origins Wheeljack. Lovely. Really happy to have this. I think it was teased a long time ago. It does feel a little bit small on here. I mean, I've got the 5-pack Autobot Wheeljack here, and you can see that there's not that much different in size, and this is a Voyager. Now, I know it's got a lot of kibble on it and a fair few accessories and that, so I'm looking forward to opening him up. But yeah, this kind of completes that set of Origins with Bumblebee and Jazz, and now we've got Wheeljack. Yeah, happy to have it. This was only went up for pre-order, but I think it was actually in stock when it was announced at In Demand Toys. That's where I picked it up from. Yeah, happy to have it. And nice to have a G1 bot. There hasn't been many this year, considering it's the 40th anniversary. I think there's only been this one and Gears that went up for pre-order, and Sandstorm as well, I suppose. But there hasn't been many released in Legacy. I know people will say it's a celebration of 40 years, but still, I would have liked a few more G1 bots. But yeah, happy to have him. I'm looking forward to opening him up. Now, I got a message from my mother the other day, and she'd been looking around charity shops and managed to find a big bag of Transformers. So yeah, I think this cost £1.50. Except for one of them, which I'll tell you about in a moment. In fact, we'll start with this one. This is, and I forget his name, is it Short Round? Is that what he was called? I think this is a Cybertron figure. Very heavily yellowed here. I have got one up in the loft, in the magical loft, which is so full, by the way. I went up there the other day to sort out some stuff, and it's so full up there, I need to get rid of some stuff. But I think it's missing some pieces, so hopefully with the pieces out of this I'll be able to make a complete one. I know that one is a little bit whiter, and this one has the gun. I don't think the other one has the gun. But yeah, this is famous because it has that toilet mode. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I will try and show it you now really quickly. You can kind of make a toilet mode. Bear with me one moment while I do this. It goes something like that. So you can turn him into a semi-toilet, Autobot toilet. Bizarre. What a great fan mode though. But yeah, you can make him look a little bit like a 1990s toilet with a black toilet seat. So there we go. I've got that. Might have got that right. Might have got that slightly wrong. Maybe it's a bit more like that. I don't know. It's a fan mode anyway. But there we go. Got him, which is awesome. And he was actually £2. My dad got me that from a toy fair up the road. But everything else now is in this bag for £1.50. And I'll start off with the worst. We've got bits of a Boba Fett Transformer, missing virtually everything. His head's in there. He's missing most of the ship. His backpack's there on the back as well. Missing the missile. But yeah, I'll show you his head. Yeah, I think even his head's missing a part of it. But yeah, it was the worst thing in there. But then again, these things fall apart anyway, don't they? Now, there's a lot of these Scout class figures in here from, what was it called? Revenge of the Fallen. So this is one, I was actually looking at it the other day on the internet. I thought I'd never actually seen that in person. It's Insecticon. I think that's what it's called. It's lovely. It's so nice. And all of these are virtually complete, I think. And these Scout classes were meant to be like some of the best movie figures, maybe even some of the best Transformer waves. So yeah, picked up, add him in there, and he looks complete. Maybe he's missing a weapon, I'm not sure. It looks like something could have pegged in at the back there. But I mean, even if he's missing his weapon, I'm not too bothered because all his arms and legs there. We know what movie bots are like. Generally, when you get them second hand, they're missing everything. We've also got this fella, a chopper bike. I haven't transformed this one yet. Again, he looks almost all there. Doesn't look like he has a weapon unless his weapon's integrated. But yeah, someone let me know in the comments below who he is. I think I've seen this in red, but not this colour. But yeah, he's got just a cool chopper motorbike. Really cool. This one I do know the name of, and he's a little bit loose in places, but he's a figure that I've always wanted to check out. This is Breacher. I think that's his name. He looks complete as well. He's got a bit of a loose ball joint there and a bit of a loose hip, but I can always tighten those up. But otherwise, he's in nice condition. He's got his little gun, which I've put on his arm from his back. I don't know if that's the right thing to do. But yeah, what a lovely little figure he is. I've heard that he's one of the best from that line, and I've never even seen him, I don't think. I mean, he's probably been at TFN and all that, and I've walked past him, but I've never held him, I've never played with him. Same with a lot of these figures. So that was pretty awesome to have him in there. We've got a couple of, I think with these Legion class, one of the Wreckers. I forget which one it is. But yeah, pretty cool. He's got like a chainsaw on the side of a weapon. And we've got, I think this might have been Dark of the Moon Sideswipe. Again, another little Legion figure. Pretty cool. I think this one is also Dark of the Moon. This is one of these Bumblebee, like, auto transform kind of just car things. Still pretty cool and in nice condition. I did have one of these before, but the mechanism was broken. So that's pretty cool. Also, one of these guys, so I think this is a deluxe figure. Again, one of the Wreckers, and I can't remember which one it is. But again, I think he's all there. I think I wasn't Leadfoot, the blue one of these I actually got from a discount store years ago, and it just fell apart. It was awful. An awful figure, but this one isn't actually too bad. He's got his weapon on the back, his mech tech thing, so again, I think he's complete, which is really awesome. Again, another figure that I've never experienced, that particular one. There was also a random Clone Trooper from 21 years ago, 2003, bit of yellow on the back. Don't own a Clone Trooper, but yeah, I'm happy to have him. So that he was in there as well, pretty cool. And finally, there was a one-step Hound, and I think this is it Age of Extinction Hound, or is it the Last Night Hound? I think it is the Last Night Hound, yeah. And this one is just like it's meant to be a one-step, isn't it? But it's not a one-step. Bear with me while I flip all these bits round, and this bit comes round like that. This one's come round like that. And yeah, we've got a big bulky Hound there, which is pretty awesome. Yeah, and that was it. That was everything in that bag for like £1.50, which is bonkers. And it's just so mental to find, because I often find movie bots at car boots and in charity shops, and none of them are ever complete. These are all complete. And if you don't believe me about the £1.50, on the bag, Hard Toys it says £1.50. So there you go. And there was one more thing. My dad is always finding little bits off my figures. He's found the T-1000's weapon from the original Terminator 2 figures. So that's pretty cool as well to have that back. So again, another childhood figure finished. And I think that is everything. I think that is everything that I've picked up over the last few days. Crazy bonkers. That bag of toys for that much money is mental. Over the moon with it though. I'm going to enjoy playing about with those. Going to enjoy having a look at Wheeljack. Not going to do him yet. Which Wheeljack? I've had that many Wheeljacks this week. I've had that Wheeljack. I've had that Wheeljack. I've had this Wheeljack. It's just a week in Wheeljack, I think it is. But yeah, looking forward to having a good old play with these. It is Stafford Toy Fair tomorrow. I haven't decided if I'm going, but it won't be part of this video. If I do go, I'll leave that to next week. And until next time, I've been Salt Rider, and I'll catch you again very, very soon.